Boom, hey, look at that. Now we get a timer. That means it's recording.
Okay. Have you ever done something that you were told that you couldn't do or someone doubted that you could do just out of spite? Just to prove that you can and will? I sure have. And persistence out of spite is one of my strongest motivators towards success. Growing up, I experienced fairly passive and neglectful parenting. I did what I wanted to when I wanted to, and if I didn't want to do what I was told to, I simply wasn't going to do it. Nothing was expected of me but defiance. Fast forward, and I'm a young adult and mother. I'm lacking basic life skills, struggling with addiction, and still not much was to be expected of me. I was adamant on proving a lot of people who doubted me wrong, solely out of spite and defiance, solely to prove that I can be an adult and do adult things. Little did I know that I would learn so much about myself along the way. Let me illustrate just how I let spite be my main motivator through getting my GED mid-pandemic and proved everyone who'd ever doubted me wrong. It's 2020, height of COVID-19. Everything is locked down, including my school, where I was only expected to show up around the afternoon pre-pandemic. Now I'm waking up at 7 o'clock sharp, reaching to my bedside table and opening my math textbook without even wiping the sleep from my eyes. I'm losing sleep, I'm feeling lonely, confined to my small apartment with my 2 small children, and I've saved the absolute worst and hardest subject for last. Why was I ever going to need to know what y equals mx plus b means? The only reason I remember this formula is because I remember how frustrating and tedious it is to solve and how long it took for me to grasp it enough to do without needing help. So at this point in my schooling, I'm getting tired, and referring back to my old adolescent self from the beginning of the story, I absolutely was ready to give up. Would anyone have been surprised though? No. Actually, it was to be expected. This fueled a particularly spiteful fire in my heart. Now, thinking back to all the times I'd been bullied and told that I would grow up to be nothing, turned out to serve a fairly vital purpose in my success and persistence in obtaining my GED. Just the act of enrolling in school gave me the sense of satisfaction knowing eyebrows were raised. Completing my GED and staying clean off of my drug of choice is the way I decided I was going to stick it to them. No one was going to doubt me again. Towards the end of my algebra studies, I was beginning to feel pretty swamped. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking up a different justification to why I didn't need to finish my education every morning when my teacher was phoning me first thing. I found myself in a cycle of dichotomous thinking, which for those of you who aren't my fellow psychology majors is a thinking error where you shift between seeing things as good or bad and struggle to find middle ground. In the midst of one of my cycles of endless thinking errors, I remember thinking about how much I've already accomplished. I passed all my other subjects with flying grades too. I was surprised. Not only did I prove myself to all the people who'd instilled self-doubt into me, I proved my capabilities to myself and realized that I can in fact do hard things. Spite is often looked as a negative. I'd like to say that it can absolutely be used as a tool to success. I harnessed this emotion and I let it stoke the fire that the people that made me think so low of myself lit. I'd like to leave you with this. There is no better feeling than proving the people who doubted you, including yourself, wrong. Thank you.
Are you open for feedback? Not yet. No.